These 3 sales objection handlers allowed me to make 6 figures a year by the time I was 22 years old. Number 1, justifying and agreeing with them so you can disagree with them and then agreeing with them again. I'll give you an example. Yeah, so look, I think the price is too high. I completely agree. That's exactly what John said, because John was in your street. And it wasn't until he tried this that he realized that this was the perfect option for him, because it was the most expensive option. Go figure. Anytime you agree with someone and then you validate the agreement by sharing a reason tied to the agreement to why they need what you offer, is a perfect way to make them feel like they're making the right decision. That's number 1. The second thing that I would do is I'd agree and exaggerate. Let's use the price objection again. Dami, it's really expensive. I don't think I'm gonna go ahead. That's exactly true. It is so expensive. Have you spent $10 million before? Neither have I. It's so expensive. You should not buy this at all. In fact, you should buy that yacht instead. I think it's $8 million and it's a little bit cheaper. Pick that one. And they're gonna laugh. As soon as they laugh, you say, precisely. So if you can spend 80 grand on a car, or 50 grand on a car, 30 grand on a car, and you can't spend 20 grand on your business, is it really that expensive? Or you just can't see the value? And if you can't see the value, then I can't blame you. That's my fault. Let me just go over these 3 step points again. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Option 1 does this, option 2 does this. So now that I've rehashed that, do you think option 3 can help you? Price aside. Fantastic. Okay, let's go ahead, sign here and here. You're just gonna fill out the sign up link, and we're gonna go ahead, and we're gonna do 7-day free setup. Boom. Now, with every avatar, does that work? No, it does not. That's why you need to be able to look at their psychometrics and their profile to be able to adjust the pace in which you're speaking and the objection handler in which you're using, because to some A-type alpha personalities, they'll love that. I literally had a guy in another part of Australia, in Sydney. He had a $3 million a year company. And the first time we spoke on the phone, he was like, mate, get to the point. And I said, mate, look, I could get to the point, but if I'm gonna show you how to make an extra couple $1 million, am I worth listening to? And he shut up. Sometimes you've got to have a bit of an edge about you, right? Sometimes you have to be a bit of a, you have to be a bit of a brute in order to get them to listen, depending on the character. So the third objection handler that allowed me to make 6 figures a year since by the time I was 22 was this. It's actually telling them to give up. Alex Hormozy uses this. So let's just say someone's like, you know what? I don't think this is for me. It's too expensive. You should be like, yeah, completely right. I agree. You should do no marketing at all. Don't do any marketing, no sales. Your business is going to obviously keep growing. You should not do anything. I agree with you. And then they'll be a bit confused. They'll be like, well, I'm not saying not do anything. And if they say not do anything, then be like, okay, what do you think we should be doing? Well, I think we should be doing something. I just don't think this is going to help. Perfect. But you agree that you should be doing something, right? Then you can use this. This literally in December of last year helped me close like 3 or 4 deals in the first week of December before everyone went overseas. I would say this. I'd go through my services and my story and the pitch. And then I would say, hey, listen, this is an example of person A that does the same thing every day for the next 3 years. This is where they are, marginally better. But the person B that does new things every quarter, every year, every week, they're constantly testing, so the feedback loops becomes faster, which allows them to grow faster. So that same person that was option A grew from here to here in 3 years, but option B went from here to here. And it's not because they're smarter, why is that had more money? It's because they tested more things. This is your new test. Is it worth giving a go? If you again say that with the correct frameworks, the correct conviction, you will transfer the confidence to them, because you're now getting them in you're removing their current emotional state and tying a knot to the future emotional state that they could potentially have if they do what you've said, which is in the form of testing. So you want to frame whatever you're doing service-wise as this is your new test to get you to your new reality, because right now, me and you both don't want you to live the same reality 3-4 years from now. And people, especially if they're coming for you, if they've come to a demo or an appointment, they're probably experiencing the same thing for the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You need to be the one that's ballsy enough to break the cycle for them. Those 3 objections allow me to make at least $100,000 per year by the time I was 20 years old.